Alright guys, what is going on today? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm talking about the new Boruto anime canon episodes that are coming soon. Now, thanks to Organic Dinosaur, we have all the new episodes coming, which are the next 3 to 4 episodes. The next episode being episode 220, then we have 221 and 222 and 223. So we got these summaries of the episodes. So looking at the summary for 221, it says that Naruto hosts the Chunin exams and it'll take place in the village. And the reason Naruto hosts the Chunin exams is because he says that everyone has grown uneasy due to Ishiki's raid. And he's like, the Chunin exams will basically cheer everyone up. So basically how in the Boruto chapter 56, see Sarada and them looking at Boruto after he's on TV, after Shikamaru made Boruto famous, they were trying to make it easy for him. So it looks like the anime is taking a different route and they're basically going to do the Chunin exams and it's going to make it easier on Boruto. And it says that Boruto and his peers in the same Genin class are heading towards their own goals. These Genins are gathering together and aiming to be promoted to Chunin status. Up until now, they've all been teammates who have completed numerous missions together and have gained considerable experience from doing them. Now it's time to show off the results of their accumulated training. Everyone is super motivated to tackle the exams, who will achieve their dearest wish of being promoted to Chunin. So right off the bat, I think Kawaki is not going to be a ninja because he needs to do the Genin stuff. I guess they could maybe give him the Genin rank, but I don't think they're gonna put Kawaki in it. It's gonna be everybody from Boruto's class. And I think the person who will be the Chunin is gonna be Sarada, because Sarada's on her way to become Hokage, and her skill sets and her thinking, everything are on a different level. So I know for sure that they're gonna make Sarada the Chunin. Then again, this is in the Leaf Village, so most likely it's gonna be a Chunin battle between the students themselves. That means everybody's gonna fight each other. So I think we might see Boruto fight against somebody, but at the same time, I'm not too sure if Boruto will participate or not, because he cannot be going low on chakra. So I think he might fight or he might do taijutsus, but he might avoid any ninjutsus or might avoid using too much chakra. So now looking at episode 222, I actually went through this. It does look like Boruto will be participating, but I think Boruto will use the karma in this episode because it says that they're going to face off against each other. And it says Denki and Tsubaki are going to use the scientific ninja weapons, meaning if they use the ninja weapons against Boruto, like how Boruto did against Momoshiki, Boruto can most likely absorb everything with his karma. But I think Boruto is not going to use his karma because he doesn't want to make everybody worried or alert everybody that, you know, he's being controlled, he's being possessed or whatever. He doesn't want to scare anyone. So looking at the 222 summary, it says the final test of the Chunin exams have been announced. The format will be individual combat matchups. Last time, not many candidates remained for the final test, but this time Boruto and many of the peers from his same class of Genins have made it. Each of them are very determined and are starting to make their final preparations. Among the finalists are Team 7, who have a top rank track record. The members of Team 10 and Izuno Wasabi, who have been putting forth a lot of effort into her missions despite the absence of Keke Sumire. In addition, the test rules have been changed. The use of self-made scientific ninja weapons are permitted. Denki and Tsubaki, a samurai foreign exchange student from the Iron Country, and other finalists have been devoting themselves completely to the development and fine-tuning of their own scientific ninja weapons. And so there will be many new formidable foes in the final test. Some white-hot battles are about to unfold. So it looks like the Chunin exams will be really short because it already says they're on to the final test of the Chunin exam. So I'm assuming the first part was probably written just like how the Genin exam was, or something to do with thinking, how it was back when they started the Chunin exams during the Momoshiki arc. So I think it's the same thing here. And like I said, it says that there will be more contestants this time because like last time, everyone fell into the ink and most people got kicked out or most people already failed the test. But it looks like this one, there'll be a lot of people fighting each other. So that means 222 is going to be mostly battles, but they're going to be short. I don't think there's going to be anything serious, nothing too extreme. It's going to be really small, short battles. So now looking at episode 223, Inojin versus Hoki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but okay. Now it looks like what I said earlier about the fight. So this says the final tests have begun, meaning that the fights are the last part of the Chunin exams, meaning we might get more fights in the next 10 episodes or so. So the summary says, at last, the final tests have begun. The first round of individual combat matchups will be the battle between Inojin and Hoki. Hoki and his comrades from Team 25 have been doing missions with the Anbu up until now, which is rare and unusual even amongst their own peers. That's why Inojin doesn't know what Hoki could be scheming or what tricks that Hoki might have up his sleeve. To start things off quickly, Inojin skillfully uses Super Beast imitating drawing, which is a jutsu that is Inojin's forte. He's then able to drive Hoki into a corner. However, Hoki waits for a chance to use his jutsu. Suddenly, Inojin has completely lost sight of his enemy's whereabouts and the tables have turned. Who will ultimately be the winner? Meanwhile, Boruto and Mitsuki are headed over to the venue for the final test, since they are supposed to be participating in them. En route, they happen to catch sight of some suspicious looking people and decide to pursue them. Now, what can this mean is that the first rounds of the Chunin exams have started. So this is the final test. That means that Inojin is fighting Haoki, and Haoki's been in the Anbu. Now that's kind of weird though. I thought the Anbu stuff was all like low key, or they got rid of most of it. I didn't expect Team 25 to be in Anbu. But then again, Haoki is a bootleg looking Kakashi, alright? He's like the Kakashi from Wish, so I can see what they're trying to do there. But it looks like him and Inojin fight, and I think Inojin loses because it says Inojin is not able to know where Haoki went, and that's it. So I think this guy has some next jutsu we're gonna see in episode 223. So then at the bottom it says Boruto and Mitsuki are headed over to the venue for the final test, since they're supposed to be participating in them. So that means Boruto is fighting in the Chunin exams. Now, like I said, I am curious to see how they're gonna play that out, because we gotta see if Boruto gets low on chakra. Now, I think the biggest thing with Momoshiki coming out is Boruto being hurt and being low on chakra, because during the Boro fight, he got his ass whooped. Like, Boro started whooping him, so Momoshiki came out. In the Ishiki fight, Momoshiki came out when Boruto got his back broken, his arm broken, and he went low on chakra. So that made kind of sense. So I don't think we might see Momoshiki, but I do believe it's a 50-50. They might show Momoshiki, and that might give fear in everybody again that Boruto is being possessed, and that may bring him to the dark side even more. Since the manga says Boruto is quite depressed, I think it's the same thing here, that they're slowly going to build up his depression or his sadness, that he's scared of Momoshiki coming out. Because even in chapter 55, when Boruto is trying to open the portal, Kawaki's like, Boruto, are you scared that he's going to emerge again? And Boruto's like, I can't say that again, that he won't emerge. Meaning Boruto is scared that Momoshiki can appear at any time. I do wonder who the people are that Mitsuki and Boruto are going to find. I think they're going to do a small Byakuya gang type bullshit again, where these people are trying to take over the exams or something like that. Or it's possible that these suspicious people who they're saying are all part of the Chunin exams to see how the future Chunin react, which does make sense though. But we'll see what the future episodes hold. So episode 220 will follow chapter 56 to 57 in a way, and after that it's gonna be all anime canon. And I think around maybe episode 226 to 227 they might go back to manga canon, or episode 230 they might go back to manga canon. You see new Team 7 with Kawaki, they're all training, so it's possible that scene may come up now or may come up then. Or it's possible that Kawaki gets the headband and he fights in the Chunin exams, because Boruto did give Kawaki his old headband and he did say that looks good on Kawaki. So it's possible Kawaki becomes a Chunin and Kawaki participates in the exams. And that's going to start off all from chapter 58 and 59. So they might be holding off on the Ida Code and the Otsutsuki God in the meanwhile. I think they're going to show the Otsutsuki God through Ida when Code talks to Ida, and she's going to reveal everything that happened with Ishiki, and along with Ishiki's true will of how he wants to become the perfect Otsutsuki, so they need to devour planets and all that sort of stuff. So I think she's going to tell him all that, and I think they're going to do that at one go. And for now, they're going to build up everything that's happened from chapter 56 to 60, and then bring in Ida, Code, Damon, and the Otsutsuki God later on, towards more of, I would say, 230s to 240s. And then they're going to finally show the last bits of chapter 60s, and we might get the time skip end of this year. I'm thinking we will get the time skip at the end of this year, because Boruto has a super stage. So there's two things Kishimoto might do. He might rebrand the series, or might redo the series in terms of the writing, and he might redo everything, or he's going to show the time skip. Now, I'll make a separate video for that, because I do want to talk about that quite a bit. So I'll make a separate video regarding the time skip and the ideas of what might happen with the super stage. Anyways, this is what I think. This is me covering episode 221 to 223. And thanks to Organic Dinosaur for giving us the summaries. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.